Do you prefer to go to bed late or early?
Well, it would be a lie if I say that I go to bed early, which I don't. And although yes, I do prefer to go to bed a little bit late, to burn a bit, to learn burn the midnight oil. I certainly don't enjoy the after effect of going to bed late because I usually didn't get enough sleep, so that makes me start my day with already a low amount of energy, which is very bad for my studying and stuff. But I generally the reason that I generally like to stay a bit late is because that I feel like I can finish more stuff than I do in the morning. Uh, now I'm still kind of experimenting on my study rhythm, but I always find that from like 9 p.m. to like 12 p.m. is the uh, time that I am most productive and kind of just my mind just feels like it's clearer than even in the morning like 6 a.m. So even though I prefer going to bed late, I think going to bed early is still healthier than my current option. But yeah, have you ever stayed up all night? Why?
Well, I'm not a person that like I'm not the person that usually sleep late at night because yeah, I hate to go to bed sleep because if I don't sleep well or I don't have enough sleep, I will be like exhausted in the next day and I cannot have like I don't have enough energy to do anything in the next day. So I really hate to stay up late, but there's one time I remember last year I got like the final term exam, like chemistry final term exam, and I have to like stay up until 3 or 4 a.m. to review chemistry because we have like our science exam is like three biology, physical, and chemistry in one test on one day. So I have to review three subject in one night, and that's like I was out of time. I don't have enough time to review three of that in just only one night because I had a math exam the day before. So I really have to stay up almost like 3 and to 4 a.m. And yeah, I was really like exhausted, and I have to drink coffee to keep me awake, so I have enough like um, I have enough energy to do my tests well. So that's a really terrible experience for me. So, do you think children should be allowed to stay up late?
Well, I wouldn't say no because I am a former children. I'm a former child, right? I am an ex-child, and from experience, if you try to like completely ban them, like Tom, you know get get out and like get out of your bed. It's 9:30 now. Get out of your bed. I don't care. Your homework? Nah. Your favorite TV show? No, no. I don't like Breaking Bad. So get on the bed. But to my experience, my personal view, it is not how you should treat your child. While yes, it is indeed pretty much scientifically healthier for children to uh, going bed early because it helps them to prompt their development. It's also give the children a more like stable mental health uh, in the next morning and so on. I mean, yeah, getting to bed early it have a tons of merits, but the more you try to restrict someone from doing something, the more they crave to do that. And personally, I have always been like that. I remember for the first 6 7 years of my life, I always lie on the bed in at least 9 a.m. to or 9 to 10 p.m., and there's no exception to that. And so I always crave to you know bypass that time period. I always crave to watch my finish my TV shows or something. And so when I get older, I begin to stay up late more frequently because I was curious. But as time goes by, now I'm in grade 10s and I can't barely afford to stay up to like sleep early anymore, and now I find it precious up my sleep, but there's no return. So what I say, I think that while yes, you know parents should encourage their children to uh you know sleep early and not stay up late. You shouldn't just ban them and outright and say nothing, because that will create curiosity, and it may you know make a backlash on the child years later, like me. When you were a child, did your parents ever let you stay up late?
Well, my family, like, in my childhood, I spent the most time with my grandparents, more than my parents. So, like, my grandparents, they're um, old people. They don't like to go to bed late because, like, they prefer to go to bed early. So, when I live with my grandparents, I often go to bed at like 9 or 10 a.m. 10 p.m. is maximum. Yeah, so when I was a child, I don't have the aware about time, so I don't know, like, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. is early or late. So when I barely spend time with my parents, I barely sleep with them. But once I sleep with my mother, she's like a definitely night owl. But um, she encouraged me to go to bed early. But like, she often, like, 12 or 11 p.m., she just finish her personal work, and she just go to bed by that time. So when I sleep next to my mother, I can never go to bed early because um we sleep in the same room. So when she do her personal work, I can hear that sound, so I cannot focus to sleep. So while she finish her work, I'll have time to watch iPad or watch some like um, kid video channel on TV. So yeah, but it's not often happen. It's like just like 1 or 2 times per month. So because my parents have to go to work like all day, so I often spend time with my grandparents. So do people of all ages play games, or is it only children?
Well, of course, everyone plays game, at least like most people. Adults, old people, young children, toddlers, all of them. At least there is a lot of person who play games in all type age. The only thing difference is the amount of time they spend playing. For example, I play a game called Shadow Fight. yeah, it's just two shadow battling each other. My uncle, he is 40 at this point, plays the game, and my greater uncle, my great uncle who is 50, also play the game. So and also my nephew, which is who is 10 years old, also plays the game. So any generation do play games, and not just video games but also board games and stuff. I play some things like Warhammer 40k, which is a world gaming, and a lot of people play chess and checker chess and so on. And I don't think it's just only children, but certainly children is the generation or the group age that spend the most amount their time to play games, because well they don't have to they don't have responsibilities yet. They don't have a job. They don't need to care about such. They have food source for them. They have water, stuff like that. So they can spend their time on leisure activities such as playing games. So, what are the differences between indoors and outdoor games?
Well, for me, like when mentioned indoor, people often thinks of some kind of game like board games, card, or video games. So those games have one thing in common, that you don't need to move or um, do something too much. You just need to stay at like one place in a long time, and you have to use your head more than your body. Like for example, like playing chess or card with your friends. It's do not require like a big environment or a big number of people to play those games. You can play you can play video games or cards. I don't think that play cards is possible when you are playing it alone, but you can play video games alone, or play board game or cards with friend when you don't have some environment or don't have enough like factors to play an outdoor game. So whereas the outdoor game like often require like big environment, like playground or like outside environment. So yeah, outdoor often people would think about like some sport, basketball, volleyball, um, tennis, some kind like that, and that's really good for your health. And you have to move your body more constantly, so it will help you to get fit too. But like each game have their own like benefit, but I think outdoor game is more preferred because it helps you to work out more, to do more activities, so you don't have to always stay inside the house for a long time. Indoor game will not good for your health. Sometimes you need to do some like outdoor activities. It will be better for yourself and your mind too. So, what are the most popular indoor games in your country?
Well, when talking about popular indoors game, I was saying they are three most played, which is first of all cards, which in Vietnam we have a variety of different way to play them. For example, you can play Tiến Lên, up in both south and the north sectors, or maybe Tấn and Oan Quan, which is a also a pretty strategic game where you have to place different peoples or small rocks or marbles to fit in a certain space and stuff. And the last one, which is also the most, I think the most, it stand out the most, and also one of the few games that probably most Vietnamese have at least played once in their life before is cá ngựa, or you probably translate to seahorse if you use Google Translate. But it does not connect anything to like marine life. So the game Seahorse is you have like a field which resemble a crossroad. I don't know how to call that. You have a board, yeah, a board that resembles a crossroad with each sectors. Like you have four sectors, and each of them will have a cage for four horses. And as you can guess, you can have up to four players playing this game, and each will have four horse and a dice, and they will go, they will play respectively. So, for example, one person will roll the dice. If they hit the number six, they can deploy one of their horses, and so on. Or they can, if they already have a horse, they can choose to like move six steps. Yeah. So the amount of dice you get, you can use to you can use that amount to move the horse. So for just like that. So if you roll five, you can move the horse five block, and so on. And after one of your horse that already finished the whole track, it will be back in the point of the crossroads, right? And on the crossroad there is other small blocks that you also have to roll the dice for the horse to go up there. And after you fit all four horse on that line of your own, you win. It's just that's that simple. And I think the reason that it's so fun, it's because not only that it's it's like a bonding game for families and friends, but it also have a lot of surprise elements, and a bit of competitive, since I haven't mentioned this, but you can actually kick others people horses by roll your dice with the same amount of blocks that the horse that the your enemy's horse is in front of you. So if my horse is five blocks away from John horse, and I roll the number five, then I can kick his horse and send him back to the cage. Something like that. So it's create like a dynamic fighting, and wishing that your dice actually plays how you want it to play, so you can win. So yeah, that's why I think it's the most popular games in my country.